Before the world as we know it, before human history was written, there were beings of fire and light that stood closer to the divine presence than any other creatures. They were not ordinary angels. They were not messengers. They were something far more mysterious. Ancient writings describe them as burning beings with 6 wings, surrounded by countless eyes, and voices so powerful that their sound shakes the foundations of heaven. These beings are known as the Seraphim. But here is the strange question. If the Seraphim exist so close to the divine presence and rarely appear to humans, how did ancient people even know about them? Who saw them? What exactly did they see? And why do some descriptions say their appearance was so overwhelming that even other heavenly beings could not look directly at them? Tonight, we will explore one of the greatest mysteries ever recorded, the mystery of the Seraphim. But be careful, because the deeper we go into this story, the more questions begin to appear. Welcome back to Seraphim. Before we begin today's mysterious journey, if you love stories about ancient secrets, spiritual mysteries, and hidden knowledge that most people never talk about, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with someone who is curious about the unknown. Your support helps this channel continue exploring the deepest mysteries of the universe. Now, let me ask you a strange question. What if there are beings so powerful, so bright, and so mysterious that even other heavenly beings cannot look directly at them? What if these beings have existed since before the first human story was ever told? And what if their purpose is something far greater than we can imagine? These beings are known as the Seraphim. But in the first part of our journey, we only open the door to their mystery. Today, we go deeper, much deeper. Many ancient texts describe the Seraphim as beings of fire. Not ordinary fire that burns wood or destroys cities, but a living spiritual fire. A fire that represents purity, power, and divine presence. The word seraphim itself is often connected to the idea of burning or blazing. Because these beings are believed to exist so close to the divine presence that they shine like living flames. Imagine standing near something so bright that it feels like staring at the sun. Now imagine a being that lives inside that brightness. That is how many traditions describe the Seraphim. But something even more mysterious is said about them. They are described as having 6 wings. 2 wings cover their faces, 2 wings cover their feet, and 2 wings allow them to fly. Why would such powerful beings cover their faces? Some scholars believe this is a symbol of humility. Even beings of incredible power show reverence before the divine mystery. Others believe something even stranger. They believe the true appearance of the Seraphim may be too overwhelming for any other creature to see directly. But the wings are only part of the mystery. Some ancient interpretations describe the Seraphim as having countless eyes. Eyes that see not only the physical world, but the spiritual dimensions beyond it. Eyes that see the past. Eyes that see the present. Eyes that may even see possible futures. If that idea sounds strange, remember that many ancient traditions describe heavenly beings as watchers. Not watchers in the sense of spying, but watchers in the sense of witnessing the unfolding story of creation. According to certain traditions, the Seraphim are constantly declaring words of praise. Not once, not sometimes, but continuously. Their voices are described as powerful, echoing like thunder through the heavens. Imagine a sound so powerful that it shakes the foundations of existence. Imagine voices that never grow tired, voices that continue day and night. Why would they do this? Some believe their role is to maintain harmony between the spiritual and physical worlds. Others believe they serve as guardians of divine presence. But there is another mystery. Some ancient writings suggest that encounters with Seraphim are extremely rare. Why? Because these beings exist at the highest levels of the heavenly order. They are not usually sent as messengers. They are not often seen interacting with humans. Their role is closer to the center of divine power, which raises an incredible question. If they rarely interact with humans, why were they ever described at all? How did ancient people know about them? One possibility is that certain prophets or mystics experienced visions. Visions so powerful that they struggled to describe what they saw. Imagine trying to explain a being made of fire, light, wings, and eyes using human language thousands of years ago. It would not be easy. So the descriptions we have today might only be symbolic attempts to describe something far beyond human understanding. But the mystery does not end there. Some traditions suggest that the presence of seraphim represents purification. In certain stories, a burning coal carried by a seraphim is used to purify a human messenger. The fire does not destroy. Instead, it cleanses. This symbolism has fascinated scholars for centuries because it suggests that the fire of the seraphim represents transformation, a transformation from weakness to strength, from confusion to clarity, from ordinary life to sacred purpose. But here is something even more mysterious. Across different cultures and traditions, we often see similar ideas. Beings of light, beings of fire, guardians near the divine presence. Is this coincidence? Or could it suggest that humans across history experienced something similar, but described it in different ways? Some researchers believe ancient humans were trying to describe encounters with higher spiritual realities. Others believe the stories are symbolic teachings meant to represent spiritual truths. And some believe the mystery is still waiting to be understood, even today. Because when we study ancient texts, myths, and spiritual traditions, one thing becomes clear. Humanity has always been searching for something greater than itself, something beyond the visible world, something that reminds us that existence may be far deeper and more mysterious than we realize. The seraphim represent one of the most powerful symbols of that mystery. They remind us that beyond the world we see every day, there may be layers of reality filled with wonder, power, and unknown forces. Perhaps the seraphim are not just beings of fire. Perhaps they are reminders that the universe still holds secrets waiting to be discovered, secrets that challenge our understanding, secrets that inspire curiosity, and secrets that invite us to keep searching. Because the greatest mysteries are not always meant to be solved immediately. Sometimes they exist to remind us that the universe is far bigger than we imagine. Thank you for joining this journey into one of the most mysterious beings ever described. If you enjoyed exploring this mystery, remember to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment your thoughts, and share it with someone who loves discovering hidden knowledge. This is Seraphim, and our journey into the unknown is only just beginning.